Hello and welcome. Today we're having a presentation. We're taking a look at my interest rate projection for the last week of October 2015. Here I have a chart of all the future one-year rate based on the information for Monday to Friday from the year 2015 to 2044. There's a gap between 31 and 37 in which there was no 30-year issued. Here you can see where the biggest change occurred on Wednesday for the shorter term rate. You can see 2016 increased by 10 basis points, and most of them 2018 increased by 13 basis points. You can see where the long-term rate, some of them stayed relatively constant over the 5 days, and some of them even decreased by 10 basis points right here in 2044. Also, the long-term rate is very volatile, and they're really not dependable because they're so far out, and they go down, up and down so much over the years where it's not really reliable. You can also see the 10-year rate right here is very low, 2.4, 2.4, 2.3. This is mainly the government manipulating the short-term rate to give the 10-year long-term rate a lower percentage to encourage a better mortgage rate. From this chart, you can already predict that the yield curve is going to be flattening, with the short-term rate raising much higher than the long-term rate, which is what we will look at next. This is the short-term rate yield graph. The lighter line is Friday, and the darker line is Monday. You can see where the most change occurred right here in the shorter term, and where the long term, some of them decreased and some of them stayed constant over the week. You can also clearly see the dip in the 10-year and the dip in the 7-year. The cause of the shift over the week is mostly due to 3 reasons. We have QE3 termination, which the government stopped buying our bonds, and it decreased the demand, therefore lowered the price, and it raised the interest rate up. The falling oil price lowered the inflation expectation. Lower inflation means a lower long-term rate because people are expecting to, with high inflation, people expect a higher long-term rate to cancel out the effect. And it mainly lowered the long-term rate, and it didn't affect the short-term rate much. Also, there was a yen intervention in Japan. It increased the demand for American bonds in dollars, therefore higher demand, higher price, and it lowers the rate overall. So back, you can see that you have opposite effect here with the yen and the QE3, but you can also see you have 2 things lowering the long-term rate, and the short-term rate is rising, so the QE3 had a much bigger effect than the yen intervention. So overall, QE3 brought all the rates up, especially the short-term one, and the falling oil price and the yen intervention brought the long-term down to about either a little lower or breaking even than it was Monday. This is the yield curve. You can see the lighter line is Friday again, and the darker line is Monday. You can see where the biggest change occurred around the short-term 5 to 10-year mark, where the long-term stayed rest a little, because overall I raised a little with just specific year with a lower short-term rate. And this is the effect of the week's event, QE3 raised the overall up. And you can see here where the long-term rate is pushed down by 2 different things, inflation expectation and yen intervention. The effect of the week's event likely is going to cause a higher mortgage rate, because mortgage rate is based on the 10-year rate, which right here is going higher. So we can expect a higher mortgage rate, and because overall yield curve is flattening, we're likely to see the bank losing value. They're going to lose their asset. Present value of that asset is going down, so will liability, but the asset will be affected much more than liability. So it's going to hurt other banks that is holding the long-term bonds. Also, because the yield curve is flattening, we can expect the growth to slow down overall for the economy, because the yield curve is flattening. But it's still a positive yield curve. It's supposed to be inverted, so the economy should be still growing. This concludes my presentation for the interest rate projection. Thank you very much.